Don't get me wrong, I love people. I genuinely want everyone to succeed and love themselves and be all right, be happy. But truth be told, a lot of this is from a distance. Because to be honest, as time goes on, as I get older, I'm really finding out how weird this world really is. Better yet, how broken. Up close, humans can be kind of ugly. And before anyone gets defensive out there, you and me, we're not excluded. Though we're all pretty nuts, humans by nature, by design, are beautiful, beyond beautiful. Not morally perfect, not even close, but beautifully designed. Our bodies alone are wild, right? These intricate systems that know what to do without us consciously telling them to. Our bodies alone are wild. They're complex, they're self-healing, just these intricate systems that know what to do without us consciously even telling them to. Like, how strange is it that humans even exist? That we think, create, destroy, love, make art, make babies. So the question isn't, are humans good or bad? The question really is, how did we get here and where are we headed? And that's where psychology comes in. So what is psychology really? The word psychology comes from the Greek word psyche, which means breath, spirit, soul, mind. Originally, it wasn't about behavior. It was about life itself. Breath, consciousness, the thing that makes a human human. Over time, psychology became more clinical, more scientific, more brain-focused. But at its root, psychology has always been asking the same question. Why do we do things we do? So today I want to zoom out and look at how psychology explains human behavior, especially the parts that confuse us, irritate us, or straight up makes us uncomfortable. So, how can psychology explain the origins of humans and human behavior? Here are a few major lenses psychology uses. The first one is evolutionary psychology. This is our survival mode. These are the survival mode humans. Evolutionary psychology says the human mind evolved to help us survive. Fear exists for a reason. Attachment exists for a reason. Jealousy, territorial behavior, group loyalty. Examples: fear of snakes, survival. Babies bonding to caregivers, survival. Desire to belong, protection. Sexual attraction, reproduction. From this lens, humans aren't crazy. We're ancient survival machines living in a modern world, which explains why people compete, form hierarchies, get defensive, protect what they think is theirs, including other people's babies. Now, the second lens is developmental psychology, how a human becomes a human. Developmental psychology asks not where did humans come from, but how does a person become who they are? It focuses on infancy, childhood, adolescence. The key ideas are attachment shapes everything, early experiences wire the brain, identity forms through relationships. This explains trauma, personality, emotional regulation, faith, fear, creativity. So when you see an adult who lacks boundaries, chances are boundaries were never modeled for them. The third lens is social psychology. This says humans are group animals. Social psychology reminds us that humans didn't evolve alone. We evolved in groups. It studies conformity, power, prejudice, morality, us versus them. This explains why humans follow leaders, create rituals, believe in symbols, defend their group even when they're wrong. Community keeps us alive, but it can also make us blind. The fourth lens is death psychology. This is our inner world. So this is when we started to understand that there's something deeper happening when it comes to humans, our brains, and how we work and why we do the things we do. Death psychology explores the unconscious mind, symbols, dreams, archetypes. Jung believed, if that's correct, I don't know, I think it's Jung. Jung believed humans share a collective unconscious, meaning ancient stories, myths, and religious imagery show up across cultures because they reflect shared psychological truths. This is where psychology brushes up against spirituality, art, faith, meaning. The fifth lens is cognitive psychology. This says that we are thinking machines. Cognitive psychology studies memory, attention, learning, perception. Humans evolved complex thinking so we could plan, communicate, create tools, anticipate the future, which is amazing and also explains anxiety, overthinking, control issues. The sixth and final lens is cultural psychology, meaning makers. Finally, cultural psychology says humans don't just survive, we interpret. We create language, religion, art, moral systems, stories. Culture shapes us just as much as biology. So, what all of this means is what we already know. Human behavior is layered. Most people are operating on instincts, conditioning, trauma, culture, and unconscious beliefs they never even actually examine. They don't even understand that they're doing the things they're doing. Complexity explains behavior, it does not excuse it. And when people don't slow down to think critically about themselves, their impulses spill out onto others, especially onto women, children, anyone perceived as safe, cute, or available. Which brings me to my point. Do not walk up to a mother and her child and come up to said child and mother and tickle their feet, touch their tummy. One time I was out and I had a guy caress my son's hair. He just caressed his head. And at that point, that was my last straw. I'm a new mom, so I've been trying to, give grace and, maybe it's me. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for not wanting strangers to come up and do certain things or say certain things? But at that point, it hit me. I don't care. I don't care. People are weird. Again, the older I'm getting, a lot of things are being revealed to me. And the fact of the matter is, this world is weird and it's beyond weird. Again, it's broken. So, I hate it. I don't know you. My baby doesn't know you. Just show some respect. Speaking of men specifically, I'm just going to say this very plainly. Just stop. Men, just stop. Stop what you're doing. Find a way. Find a way, please. Not even for our sake, for your sake. Just stop. Find a way to stop. Heal. Go to therapy. Relax. Get rid of the toxic masculinity, okay? And don't put your dick where it's not supposed to be. Go hunting, go fishing, let your anger go, it's okay. I promise it's okay. Humans have always been capable of absurdity, and this is a fact. We live in a world fascinated by serial killers. There's documentaries, podcasts, movies, but those people didn't come from nowhere, okay? They were humans shaped by, their environment, psychology, unchecked impulses, entitlement, lack of boundaries. The extreme cases just reveal what happens when no one intervenes and no one reflects. But just stop being weird, everyone. Can we just stop? Okay, and I'm not talking about the good weird. There's good weird and then there's bad weird. I'm talking about the bad weird, and we all know what I mean when I say that. If I'm crazy, I'll be crazy. I don't really care. But this is just my truth. And I'm not only going to talk about men here. Women are just as bad as men, sometimes even worse, okay? There have been women that will say to my son, oh, he looks like he likes girls, or, oh my gosh, look at him, he's such a flirt. Lots of things. Okay, he's a baby. 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 He doesn't know anything. He's not flirting with you. I'm sorry if that disappoints you. He's not flirting with you. He's not. He's a baby. It's just like, why are we projecting adult narratives onto children who don't even know what language is yet, who doesn't even know what up is or down is? So yes, humans are complex, but complexity without self-awareness turns into entitlement, and entitlement turns into boundary violations. Motherhood didn't make me paranoid, it made me clear about what's inappropriate, clear about what I will not tolerate. And if talking about this makes people uncomfortable, good, because discomfort is often the first step toward that awareness. We got to slow down and actually understand ourselves, or we'll just keep repeating the same cycles, just with better technology and worse boundaries. So, yeah, that's all I have for today. Please, for the love of God, stop touching. my damn baby.